students, welcome to our online teaching class of Balagir Public School. Today we will discuss economics of class 9, the last part, part 3 of chapter 1, the story of village Palampur. In the previous classes we have already discussed the story, everything about the village Palampur and the farming activities that were going on in village Palampur we have already discussed. And now we will discuss about the non-farm activities in village Palampur. So what are those non-farm activities in village Palampur? Let us discuss. Non-farm activities. Non-farm activities in village Palampur. So what are the non-farm activities? We have already discussed that farming is the main economic activity in village Palampur. 75% of people of village Palampur were dependent on farming activities. So what is the percentage of the people that are depending on non-farm activities? 25%. So 25% of people are engaged in non-farm activities. So we have already learned farming as the main production activity in Palampur. We shall now take a look some of the non-farm production activities or non-farm activities that were going on in village Palampur. 25% of the people of village Palampur were engaged in non-farm activities. So which non-farm activities were going on in village Palampur? Let us say one by one. First one, dairy. Dairy, the other common activity. So besides farming in village Palampur, dairy is a common activity in many families of Palampur. People feed their buffaloes, cows, everything on various kinds of grass and the jowar and bajra also in order to get a good production of milk from them. This is the jowar and bajra, these are the kharif crops that are grown in the rainy season. The milk is sold after collecting the milk. The milk is sold in village Raiganj, the nearby village which is located just 3 kilometers away from village Palampur. Another one, the two traders from village Palampur. Two traders from village from Sahapur town have set up collection cum chilling center. But no doubt dairy is a non-farm activity in village Palampur. So many people were engaged. They were keeping some buffaloes and cows in order to get the milk, and they were selling to the traders in Sahapur. So two traders from Sahapur, they had also set up a collection cum chilling center at Raiganj. There. They belong to two traders from Sahapur, a nearby town, you know it, and they have already set up a collection cum chilling center in the nearby village that is in Raiganj, from where the milk is transported to other places, to faraway towns and cities. By that, they were getting huge amount of profits also. So this is about the farming activity, the dairy activity. Another activity that comes under non-farm activity of small scale manufacturing in Palampur. Small scale manufacturing. Small scale manufacturing in village Palampur, there was electricity, well developed electricity, and electricity played a very important role in the livelihood of village Palampur, which was helpful for growing crops. And with the help of electricity, the people of Palampur, they were running small industries, small manufacturing units, traditional, like less than 50%, 50 people are engaged in manufacturing in Palampur. Less than 50%. Less than 50% of village Palampur they were manufacturing. That means they were engaged in manufacturing activities. Unlike the manufacturing that takes place in the big factories in the towns and cities, also manufacturing in Palampur. No doubt, the manufacturing activities were going on in the village Palampur, but their outcome, but their volume was very less as compared to that of towns and cities. Still, they were also involved, they were also engaged in small manufacturing industry. This involves very simple production methods and are done on a very little scale, small scales. They are carried out mostly at their home or in the fields with the help of family level. Rarely any higher levels were engaged. So these were like these were small scale manufacturing industries. Small scale manufacturing units were being set up by the people of village Palampur, and they were earning their livelihood with the help, and all these manufacturing units were also run by their family members. There is Misri Lal has purchased a mechanical sugar. Example, Misri Lal, there was a person named Misri Lal. He had set up a mechanical sugar cane crushing machine. He purchased sugar cane from different farmers and was crushing those and preparing food, preparing jaggery, and by that he was selling in the market and getting a lot of profit also. A third one, that is the shopkeepers of Palampur. The shopkeepers of Palampur. The third non-farm activities which are going on here, the shopkeepers of Palampur. The shopkeepers of Palampur, like ours also, here in our locality also, we come in contact with a lot of shopkeepers. We deal with them, we purchase from them, we bring different things on credit from them also, and shopkeepers by setting up shops, they also get some profit. So here, people involved, the shopkeepers of Palampur, it is also one of the non-farm activities which were going on in village Palampur. People involved in trade are not many in Palampur. That means the number of traders, the number of shopkeepers in village Palampur was very less. The traders of Palampur are shopkeepers they buy various goods from wholesale markets in towns and cities, and they had set up by setting up shops in their village, they were selling to the different people. We will say small general stores in the villages, they have all sorts of things like they sell a wide range of items like rice, dal, soaps, toothpaste, biscuits, batteries, tea, oil, sugar, etc., etc. You know it. And sometimes notebooks, candles, pencils, even cloth also. A few of the families whose houses are close to the bus stand have used a part of the space to the open small shops. They sell eatables. You know it. Some villages, some shops, some houses are located near the bus stop. So those houses, the people whose houses are located near the bus stop, what do they do? They construct some stalls in the front of their houses, and they set up shops. They sell fruits or different eatables or other shops, and in the rest part they live. Here also Karim has opened a computer class. Another one, there was a person, his name was Karim. Karim has opened a computer class in his village. He observed that so many students from his own village are attending computer classes. So, and there were two ladies also, two women who had a computer degree, who had a computer knowledge. So Karim wanted to set up a computer center in his village and set up also, and he provided engagement to those two ladies as the instructor, and all the students, those who are going to Sahapur town, they took their admission in that village, and by that Misrilal and by that Karim also would be able to engage to more personnels, and he could also earn in this way with a lot of money also. This is also one source of non-farm activities. Another one, that is the transport, fast developed transport. Transport, a fast developing sector. There are variety of vehicles from the very beginning. We have already discussed. There are variety of vehicles on the road connecting Palampur to the nearby villages, to the nearby big village, that is Raiganj, and other Sahapur towns also. So the means of transportations were rickshawalas, tongawalas, jeep, tractor, truck drivers, and people driving the traditional bullock cart and buggy are also. And people in the transport services, they were engaged. So they carry people and goods from one place to another place, and by that they were also earning some money. Besides, here is another example also. The number of people involved in transport has grown over the last several years. This is one source of the service sector. Here is an example. Kisoro was a farm laborer. He had a very farm laborer. He was a landless. He did not have his own land, and his sole income was from labor. So he had also got a loan from the government at subsidized, and with that loan amount he had purchased a buffalo, and he could collect milk from the buffalo. By that by selling milk in the market, he got some money. Secondly, he also engaged the buffalo by bought a buffalo with this money. He now sells the buffalo's milk. Further, he has attached a wooden cart to his buffalo. Secondly, he has also attached a wooden cart to his buffalo and uses it for transportation purposes. Once a week, he goes to the river Ganga to bring clay in order to provide to the waters as raw materials. Okay, and by that he could also earn a lot of money, and in this way he also maintained this life. Okay, so from this chapter we have cleared that the story of village Palampur. I am going to sum up the chapter. What did we learn from this chapter? The story of village Palampur. Actually, the story of village Palampur is an imaginary village, and in this story, the objective of this story is to make us clear about the different factors of production, how the production activity is going on. 4 factors of production: land, labor, physical capital, human capital. All these are organizing all these factors, we can be able to produce something either to sell in the market or for our own consumption. All these things. So besides this, and we have also discussed that the farming is the main economic activity in village Palampur. The Green Revolution was closely related to it. And during the Green Revolution, the production of wheat and rice increased to a high extent. It has a lot of merits and demerits also. We have already discussed it. Green Revolution, the scientific development in the field of agriculture is known as Green Revolution. Merits, demerits, we have already discussed. It would be helpful to the people also. That took place in 1960s. Secondly, so besides nowadays, on the basis of how the multiple cropping, how on the same plot of land, how the production is increasing rapidly by practicing modern method of cultivation or multiple cropping. We have also already discussed it. Second form, there is the non-farm activities. Under the non-farm activities are coming the dairy, the small-scale manufacturing, the certificates of Palampur and transport. All these are coming under non-farm activities. So these are the sums and substances of village Palampur, and you will do the exercises collecting from your books also. Very important. Is it important to question number 4, 5 and 8 are most important. You will read it. Is it important to increase the area under irrigation? Why? How did the spread of electricity help farmers in Palampur? Thereafter, 8 number, what are the different ways of increasing production on the same piece of land? Use examples. We explain all these things. You will collect from your books also. Thank you all. We will next discuss the chapter people as a resource. Thank you.